And so the rhetoric continues. CBS 46's Brittany Edney is live at the state capitol. The Secretary of State's office just finished a news conference, Brittany, that was supposed to include an update on the recount efforts. Did they also talk about this so-called Stop the Steal rally?
Well, like most of the press conferences that have been happening here at the state capitol, we covered a lot of ground here in Georgia politics today. But first, Rick, let's go ahead and start with the latest on the recount. We actually got that update today from Gabriel Sterling. He says that right now, 132 counties have wrapped up the recount process, and there's still 27 to go. Now, so far, he says there have been no subsequent changes, so the outcome still stands in favor of President-elect Joe Biden. But as far as all of the counties and the numbers, there's going to be a full recap of that, and that will be posted online. We're told it's going to happen in the next few hours or so. But remember, we do have that 11:59 p.m. deadline for the recount to get done by all of these counties in Georgia, 159 to be exact. So the clock is ticking. Tracy?
Well, Brittany, a reminder that the deadline to complete the recount is just before midnight tonight. So now that the rally from earlier this afternoon with attorneys Sidney Powell and Lin Wood, well, it looks like the divide between the members of the GOP is growing here in Georgia. Lin Wood basically saying we're not going to use the voting machines we have in the state.
You know, not only were they very outspoken and have a crowd out there in Alpharetta today, but also online. You know, there's a lot of trending searches right now for everything that is happening with that rally this afternoon. But I can tell you that both of the attorneys were very clear in their message. True Trump supporters in that rally, they were saying that they are going to continue to fight the outcomes of the Georgia election. So we also heard them insulting both Governor Brian Kemp, also the Secretary of State, and of course Gabriel Sterling as well. Attorney Lin Wood, in fact, claims to have evidence of voter fraud here in Georgia and promised to deliver the proof with a slew of lawsuits. He called out the state leaders for not siding with him.
And the guy that's making a ton of money, Gabriel Sterling, you listen up, Gabriel. You're not going to sell our votes to China. We're not going to vote on your damn machines made in China. We're going to vote on machines made in the USA.
And Sterling, well, he's already responded in the last few minutes here at the Georgia State Capitol. He says that everything that's being said by those two attorneys this afternoon, that it was all lies, that they are basically just continuing to spew a lot of that rhetoric that is just inflaming passions on the ground by a lot of those Trump supporters. And in fact, it's really kind of just encouraging some of that behavior that he has been speaking out against in the past 24 hours. Now, coming up in the next hour, our Campaign 2020 coverage continues. And this time we're going to go into a deep dive into the recap of what Sterling says, his calls to those Republican lawmakers and how they have responded. Everyone from the president himself, his campaign, also the governor's office, and several Republican senators. For now, reporting live at the state capitol, I'm Brittany Edney, CBS 46 News.
The drama intensifies. Brittany, thank you.